Shot on this.
Rutledge and Hamilton with Jim Rutledge and Matt Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
Favorite food?
Cauliflower?
Are you vegan? Really?
No,
What if he comes out? What if you come out
Good.
and you're a vegan? Yeah. Have you thought about that?
not going to happen.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN Madison studio with Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
I don't want to start like this, but do we believe Aaron Rodgers? His favorite food? You're asked your favorite food, and you go cauliflower after a long pause.
I don't think I trust anybody that thinks cauliflower is their favorite food.
I mean, it just seemed calculated. Can we get that back up? There was a pause in there. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The Mountain Dew Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light with some cauliflower,
I'll
baby.
say the only way I'm eating cauliflower with a smile on my face is if I am washing it down with Coors Light.
I must add, fried cauliflower is delicious.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
is, but favorite?
yeah, that's
What's your favorite food?
Like, would that be a meal then?
No,
So, like, if I said spaghetti and meatballs, does that count?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd probably be my favorite. I love spaghetti.
It's great. That's fantastic. There's nothing wrong
What's
with
your
that.
favorite food?
I'll go with a steak. I'll go with steak.
Big fan of crab legs.
There you go. All great options. 844-770-3776. What is your favorite food? Also, Alex Schoaf needs to work on his miming. Did you know what he was trying to mime to us?
I thought he was playing video games on his phone.
Because you can see at Jim and Matt, and you can watch us on YouTube as well. Maybe we're streaming on TikTok, so our social media queen Maddie is in here as well, so we're streaming TikTok. Alex Strofe, we can ask TikTok this as well. Matt just does this, just starts like
No,
clicking his fingers.
I saw he did something like this, but
Okay.
it looked like playing.
We're on
video
radio,
games.
guys.
Right, so he was,
Explain it.
but I just say I'm showing the video. So he's clicking his thumbs like he's playing a video game, and I
But
guess
it's
he was trying to mime talk and
Texting.
text line.
Trying to show
Text.
texting. Yeah.
But we have talkback. He uses it regularly. He is the king of talking over audio clips that we ask for, and so we can't actually hear the audio clips ourselves. But
Hey
like,
guys, you have about 5 seconds left in the.
That is not
Stop.
how that goes at all.
but like goodness, work on. You must be terrible at Pictionary. Or whatever, not Pictionary. What's the game where you
Charades.
Charades. Yes,
I've never played charades, actually. I would like to.
Obviously,
Well, I can tell you right now, it was going to take us a little bit to get text there.
Maddie, can we play charades at your birthday party?
Yes, why not? I mean, there's going to be so many other fun things to do at my birthday party.
okay. 844-770-3776. We'll get the Matt's birthday party later, but we have the text coming in. Cody and Milton chimes in. Mom's meatloaf.
Ma!
Meatloaf!
The meatloaf!
Daryl and Deerfield chimes in. Boysenberry pie topped with chocolate ice cream.
Okay. It's probably a berry. It's a berry. I don't know. I don't actually really know what a boysenberry is, but I don't know if I've ever had one. But
Is a smoothie food?
Yeah. If
I really like a good triple berry smoothie. Made one last night.
you know, I say
It's a
if you don't have to chew it, I'm not going to count it as food. It's
Okay.
it's
It's a drink.
it's a
drink.
sustenance. It feels like,
Yeah.
Basically, the answer to this question is like if you had to eat this, I mean, I'll say every day, but like when you're hungry and you're like, I just want something, what is the first thing that pops in your head? And
Cheeseburger.
there you go. Boysenberry, on a side note, it's a combination of European raspberries and blackberries and an American dewberry.
The more you know.
There you are. 844-770-3776. Adam and Madison chimes in with land food, like steak and burgers.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I get that.
It sounds less appetizing when you call it land food. There's nothing wrong with seafood.
I like air food too.
Yes. What's your
Like
favorite? You are all in on duck right now.
Duck breast is the best poultry out there.
I am confused. We have two Adams and Madisons because now I got different text that's not attached to the same text chains that says nachos, nothing specific, just nachos from another Adam and
Jim,
Madison.
I have really unfortunate news for you.
Yeah.
You are not the only Jim and Madison.
But what are the odds? So you have two. So can you differentiate these two? Because this is confusing.
Yeah, I mean, I know the difference between them. I'll work on that for
Thank
you,
you.
in naming it. We also have, I believe it is 2 Nick and Madisons, or 2 Nick and Wanakees or something.
Yeah. Can we maybe just Nick and the Key and then Nick and Wanakee so I know they're 2 different people? When they're
Yeah, I'll
stacked
work
on
on
top
that.
of each other,
All right,
it's a little
Adams.
confusing.
Adams. I both want you to text in your occupations.
844-770-3776. But can we get the Aaron Rodgers audio? And we're putting a lot on Alex
Yeah.
right now because I want to hear his answer. It did not seem
Favorite
natural.
food.
Can we got it? All right, let's hear it again.
Favorite food?
1, 2,
Um,
4, 5, 6.
cauliflower?
6
Are
seconds.
you vegan?
Really?
No,
What if he comes out? What if you come out
Good.
and you're a vegan?
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
not gonna happen.
E-Man chimes in, roasted bear. It's so tasty. Roasted cub tastes like chicken. I don't know if this is like a bears and cubs thing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really want to eat baby animals. Like a cub. I'm just
Brother,
pass.
Do you eat eggs?
That's pre. I don't like eggs actually though. But there's a difference
So you've
there,
never
guys.
had
I don't know that there is.
I don't want to get into this whole thing, but
Yeah.
there is definitely a
We can
difference between an egg and a baby. And I'm not eating a baby animal. I will eat its egg.
No
All right?
veal for Jim Rutledge. Not a veal man.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
It's just like we had a conversation earlier. My wife, you're like,
Oh,
oh, the
yeah.
rabbit at Tornado Room is fantastic. I'm like, there's not a world where my wife's going to eat rabbit, nor am I now, because I'm not going to come home and look my kids in the face and say, what'd you eat? A rabbit. Didn't we used to own a rabbit? Yeah, it was delicious. I mean, there's rabbits in the house. A cub, I do not want to eat a baby bear. It's just not high on my list. Maybe it is really good. Just don't want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I heard black bear is very lean. I think it's probably pretty good.
I'm sure that I said bear. I don't
Yeah.
mind the bear. I don't want to eat the cub.
Fair.
I don't want to eat the
Okay.
baby. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Tough guy Jim Rutledge
Doesn't want to eat babies.
doesn't want to eat babies. Come on, Jim. Grow up.
844-770-3776. What baby in the animal world do you like to eat? Goodness. So do we believe Aaron Rodgers?
That was a very wholesome answer. No, I don't think I believe cauliflower. But
That
I
was
mean,
a calculated answer.
there's a lot of like cauliflower's getting. It's found like a new take on life in the last couple of years.
I'm not
Like
saying
there's
it's bad.
cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
You can do mashed cauliflower,
But
like
he
it's a
didn't
mashed potatoes.
He didn't say
They
those
do
things. though.
cauliflower crust. No, but it's one of those things like you can probably incorporate it into a lot of different meals.
Right, but he didn't elaborate on it. He could have said, I like cauliflower because I like cauliflower rice and mashed potatoes and all these sorts of things.
Yeah.
He just said cauliflower. He didn't say fried cauliflower. And again, he's a smart man.
I know
So he knows how he's answering
Yeah.
these things.
he knows that idiots Rutledge and Hamilton will be on the radio talking about what Aaron Rodgers' favorite food is.
844-770-3776. Well, there's a lot of idiots because we get text upon text upon text here. Kristen Manitz Watch Waters chimes in. Who doesn't like nacho cheese Doritos?
Oh, yeah.
Beats the hell out of cauliflower. That's a good answer. Like, that's what I'm thinking. It's like,
Mhm.
I think it's nothing nefarious from it. I just think Aaron was like, how can I answer this one? Like, I don't want to alienate a partner, like an advertising,
Right,
a
right.
brand. And I don't want, also, he wants to be viewed a certain way. Like,
Yeah.
because honestly, like, who doesn't love nacho cheese Doritos?
Yeah.
I mean, like
I kind of expected like
Pringles. Yeah.
trail mix from him. You know what I mean? Like I love granola because that's the persona he's trying to convey, at least as far as I'm concerned. That seems like what he's trying to push.
Oh, man. 844-770-3776. Is cauliflower even like a top? Where's it ranking vegetables? Like, not
It's not even in the top 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say not for like multiple uses. I just mean like as a side dish.
Oh, not even in the top 10.
Hey, thank you, because like we have we'll like heat up. We get like the bag of frozen vegetables, throw in the microwave. If I'm
Cauliflower's
picking,
the last one gets eaten.
I'm picking over every time.
Yeah.
That and I don't like cooked carrots. So those are the two things those are getting left behind.
I love me some cooked carrots.
I could eat broccoli every night. I'll be honest. I really only like broccoli and corn. It's about it.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's third.
Yeah.
Cauliflower's third on Jim's list of vegetables.
Because they're all the same after that. I'm gonna pass it. I don't like peas. They're gross when you
Matt.
bite into them.
Broccoli. What color is that?
Green.
Green and
And
purple.
what color is corn?
Yellow.
What are the two colors that Jim likes?
Oh,
What are you,
green
seven?
and yellow, green and yellow.
My kids don't put. Rutledge is an idiot.
Yeah, you have your kids so conditioned.
Well, no. So you're
Come
gonna-
on.
Well, here's the thing. The girls, they're not big sports fans, but they know dad doesn't like the Packers. And they will not put the colors green and yellow together when they're coloring, nor in their outfits. They will not put the colors green
They
and
will
yellow together.
separate their corn and peas so they're not together.
No, it's only one. We don't do mixed vegetables at the house. So
Really?
it's usually just a bag of whatever. So it's like maybe once in a while. But Rosie does not like cooked carrots either. So both of us are trying to dodge those. So usually it's just like you go to the store and you buy like a bag and it's like green beans, peas, corn, broccoli, cauliflower, and then that's the week.
I don't like that you have
Then
something
salad.
against carrots. That doesn't sit
I
right
like
with me.
fresh carrots,
I know.
not cooked carrots. They're mushy.
I love cooked carrots.
I do too.
I'm
man.
a
They're
big kid.
delicious.
Oh, what's delicious
They're
about them?
sweet. They're it's like the candy of vegetables.
No, the consistency is disgusting.
I
It's
mean,
mushy.
they're overcooked. Then you're having overcooked carrots.
Correct.
They don't have to be mushy when
They can be crunchy.
well, not crunchy, but
A little crunch to
a
them.
little bit of snap still, where they still got a break off and not.
Ooh, Zena D chimes in 844-770-3776.
He doesn't want carrot lessons.
He favorite vegetable is the green beans for Zena D, and then his favorite food, which is a snack, would be puppy chow.
Yeah, good choice.
And that's
And here's the thing: it's got to be the homemade stuff.
Yes.
Like you can buy the Chex brand.
which is like 10 times markup because it's
Yeah,
it's like costs nothing to
and
make it at
it's
home.
Not even close to as good. You got to make your own puppy chow.
Absolutely. 844-770-3776. Aaron Rodgers said his favorite food is cauliflower. What is your favorite food?
We are two different athletes, Jim. my favorite food is Coors Light.
Oh, man. Did you see Coors Light spokesperson Mahomes enjoying the Super Bowl celebration? Good for him. But
Pounded that beer on the bus.
But the look of disappointment when I think someone was trying to throw him a football when he was up there, like he caught the guy's eyes. He's like, yeah, throw it to me. Like he was going to sign it and send it back. And the guy like underthrew it and just Mahomes just kind of like and shrugged his shoulders and looked at him. Was like, you're bad. Like,
yeah.
Your ball's just now gone.
Yeah. If you can't hit a slow moving bus on the run, you're never going to be able to be Patrick Mahomes.
You guys see Leo Chanel at the Super Bowl?
Yes.
He
Explain this.
scaled a fire truck. He scaled it. So he was like on the ground. All of his teammates are on the top of a fire truck. Or a bus. What was it? I
think it was a bus.
Might have been a bus with like the top open.
Yeah.
And he was on the street. He runs up to the bus and scaled it and pulled himself to the top.
Nice.
Wisco proud, baby.
Very, a lot of Coors Lights in.
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
was awesome.
Because that's not a move a professional athlete or his agent or his team want him to make.
Yeah. 100%.
But he pulled it off, so it doesn't matter.
Nailed it.
James in Connecticut chimes in. Wisconsin cheese curds, best food ever. Brett and Eau Claire chimes in. Lemon pepper chicken.
Him and Lou Will
Nice.
at the Atlanta Strip Club.
I love me some
770-3776.
rum.
But you're talking about wings, right? Lou Will he's not getting like a dish of lemon pepper
Right,
chicken.
He's getting a lemon
Well,
pepper
you can
wing.
get like a half a chicken that's seasoned with lemon pepper.
Right, but not at the strip club. What he's
You're right.
referencing
You don't know
there,
that.
You're probably right.
You don't know what goes on at Magic City.
I'm just going to assume they're not serving a lot
Or
of plated,
do you know what's going on at Magic City?
a lot of plated dinners. Like that's all.
You're not getting a cloth napkin there. All right.
Right. You know, you might be calling it. I mean, that's like probably some service you can get, but it's not. You're not.
I'll take the cloth napkin.
Eight 844-770-3776. Your favorite food, Aaron Rodgers says his is cauliflower. I'll tell you what, if my favorite food is cauliflower, I probably need to go to Carbon World Health every day, but I still enjoy going to Carbon World Health every day. And in part because I'm taking the first ever FDA approved weight loss treatment, semaglutide. That has helped me
To get your glutes tight.
That has helped me drop 20 pounds, but also keep my muscle. It helps you burn fat, not muscle. So I'm able to keep my muscle where I want it to be. And I go work in there. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm the fittest. I'm the strongest. And I'm the most active I've been in my life. And that's all thanks to Carbon World Health. Dr. Nestor Rodriguez over there can help you out. And he makes it affordable to have the FDA approved treatment semaglutide. And he's a doctor, so he will make sure that it is right for you. Check them out. Go to carbonworldhealth.com. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Miss any of the show? Find full show podcasts free on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts.
Jim Rutledge here from Rutledge and Hamilton, weekdays 2 to 4 on ESPN Madison. Listen to Matt and I every Thursday at 2:45 for your chance to win some booze. and continue to listen for your chance to win the grand prize of throwing back a drink with the Rutledge and Hamilton crew. This month, we're giving away Simply Spiked Lemonade, a new line of bold, full-flavored spiked lemonades crafted from the lemonade experts at Simply. Listen every Thursday for your chance to win.
Simply Spiked Lemonade, a new line of bold, full-flavored spiked lemonades crafted from the lemonade experts at Simply. Made with 5% real fruit juice that's been squeezed and concentrated, plus a little fizz. These beverages are bursting with sweet and tart lemonade flavor. Choose from 4 delicious flavors, including strawberry, blueberry, watermelon, and signature lemonade. Try some Simply Spiked Lemonade, a deliciously refreshing and full-flavored lemonade with 5% alcohol and real fruit juice.
Jim Rutledge here to tell you about X Golf Madison, and the most important thing that you need to know is that X Golf Madison is for everyone. Heck, I golf there. Whether you're a seasoned pro, a new golfer, or in between like me, X Golf Madison is going to be fun for you. They have a full bar, excellent service, great food, and the most advanced and accurate golf simulators in the world. You can play one of their 50 courses available, take lessons from a PGA pro, hit the driving range, or even join a league. Stop by their East Madison or Middleton location today, or visit them online at xgolfwisconsin.com.
Making Moves is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs.
Bart Starr didn't play much his senior season at Alabama after a coaching change left most seniors on the bench. That didn't stop the Green Bay Packers from taking a chance on Starr, drafting him in the 17th round of the 1956 NFL Draft. The gamble paid off. Starr went on to a Hall of Fame career with 5 NFL championships, as well as winning the first 2 Super Bowls in NFL history, winning the MVP of both.
Build your winning team today. Go to linkedin.com/sports.
When there's a chance for a championship trophy, you need to have the right people in the right positions. That's why when you post a job for free, LinkedIn Jobs taps into a network of over 875 million professionals to find the right people for your role. LinkedIn Jobs helps you narrow down to only the most qualified candidates, which means you can start hiring the right people faster. Go to linkedin.com/sports to post your job for free. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. It's the perfect time of year to take your next adventure off-road in a powerful Chevy Silverado. Round up the whole gang for some family fun in a Chevy Equinox. Hey kids, let's go. Or take your night on the town by storm in a stylish Chevy Blazer. Make more memories and take on the road ahead. Wherever it leads you. Find new experiences, find new roads. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the whoops. Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
I've been twerking and making smoothies. It's called healing, and I feel better since you see me last. I've been training, I can flex that. So when I shake it, I can shake it fast. Make that camera flash, camera flash, camera flash.
Is this real?
Looking for the sign.
Did Matt Hamilton really ask to get a commercial? Does he need to use the bathroom? Is that a real request, or is that
I think it was just more bad office humor.
Is that what that was? It's an epidemic right now.
It is.
Pandemic, if you will.
It's contagious.
Sorry, Matt, you've been infected with bad office humor.
Yeah. I don't know. Strofe just seems like it's easy to get under his skin today, so I've just been going for it.
844-770-3776. What's worse than bad office humor? No. Rutledge and Hamilton presented by Coors Light. We got a random text. Danny, I wonder what they're talking. We should do a segment of what are they talking about in Milwaukee, because we always get a text from someone in Milwaukee. Literally just got a text on the talking text line. It just says Hubie Brown.
It's my favorite food, too.
They're in a commercial break. I will check back.
Or is that maybe that's some sort of meal you get at a restaurant, like a Hubie? Can I get a Hubie Brown? You know, they name stuff after you.
You know what?
What would it be? I feel like it's like a liver sandwich.
Liverwurst.
Liverwurst with onions because he's old. Old people like liver. I don't know at what point I don't know if your body triggers this. Maybe you need liver.
Because yours is failing, so you need to take more in.
But like, I don't know. I feel like every grandparent I knew liked liver for no good reason.
Well, honestly, it's good for you, Jim.
But is it good?
Not really. I mean, it takes a lot of prep work to make liver decent.
Thank God for vitamins.
All right, so I have looked into what Homer and Tony, who are on our sister station, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, their first poll question today, which I would like you guys to answer, is the following. Do you believe the government can see you at every second of your life if they choose to?
Of course. That's their show. Yes. Yes.
Matt? No, not every second, but a lot of it. If you hacked my phone camera, you'd see a lot of it, but there's times where I set my phone down and do things where, like, go curling. Today, it was in my pocket. They wouldn't have seen anything.
Did you curl today?
Yeah, I had practice. Me and my sister practiced.
Nice.
I dusted her. Didn't let her score a point. It was awesome.
Attaboy.
Yeah. I'm the reigning champion of the Hamiltons till the next time we practice.
844-770-3776. I'm trying to figure out. It does pop up, but nobody's got a good answer. Why do old people like liver? Liver and onions specifically. Liver is nature's most concentrated source of vitamin A. It's also abundant in B12 and other B vitamins, plus iron, chlorine, copper, folic acid, purines, and natural cholesterol.
I got dead forks right here.
It's also a fantastic source of magnesium and phosphorus. Phosphorus? Liver has phosphorus. Liver has always been shown to contain a not yet identified anti-fatigue factor as well. Nowhere in there to say it tastes good.
Fergie made a song about phosphoruses, right?
Just phosphorus.
Phosphoruses, def. Phosphoruses, def.
Again, it's an epidemic. You've been infected as well.
Yeah. Are you the only one who hasn't made a bad office joke today?
I pride myself on trying. Look, for this show, we actually even came up. We said we're gonna get to Aaron Jones here. Can we not do the bad office joke version of the Aaron Jones show today? Like that was our challenge. That's our challenge every day for the show. We don't want to be the obvious, the lame. You know, we want to be cutting edge. We want to think of something. Yes, we have to talk about Aaron Rodgers, but maybe we'll talk about Aaron Rodgers' favorite food instead of Aaron. You know, and we're gonna get to Aaron Jones right now. But when we talk about Aaron Jones, we could do the obvious of like, does this mean Aaron Rodgers can come back? I don't know. What does this mean? You know what it means? Aaron Jones coming back. Honestly, him and his agent looked at the free agent market and said, well, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Devin Singletary, Miles Sanders, David Montgomery, Tony Pollard, Raheem Mostert, even McKinnon. I don't love our chances of getting the money that we can get from the Packers this year. And the Packers said, we don't want any of those guys. They're going to cost more than you'll cost either. We know who you are. So how about we give you $11 million? And Aaron says, great, because I probably won't get $11 million from anyone else. So
8.2, I think, guaranteed.
Right. So win-win. Win-win. That's it, right? Aaron Jones coming back is a win-win for the Packers. A win for Aaron, win for the Packers. And we can all pretend it's about loyalty in sports and all the rest of it. It's just a calculated business decision from both sides. Aaron said, I'm not getting $11 million.
I'm sure he would have, like, he
was not getting $8 million
if he was getting the exact same money at any other team he wanted to go to, I think he'd prefer to stay.
Why? He gets more carries somewhere else, maybe.
I think probably because you're in a system, you know everybody, you probably have gotten to a comfortable spot in your life where you've got like a rhythm and a routine. There's something to that, and as opposed to picking up and moving. I know it's a little more common in the pros, but I think sometimes, unless you are like really fiending to get to a different city, if you've got family or kids that are kind of established in school and their own jobs or their own like lifestyles, like, I think there's a little bit of loyalty that might play into it, but not necessarily loyalty to the team, more like loyalty to your family to want to stick around in the same place for a little bit.
I'll give you that. But there's also, you want to be able to show what you can do. And Aaron Jones had less rushing yards than Justin Fields. But like Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, Miles Sanders, Dalvin Cook, Fields, McCaffrey, at the end. I wouldn't say all those running backs are better than Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones doesn't get the carries. He only had 213 carries this year.
Yeah,
So, like, if Aaron Jones really thought he could get paid the same somewhere else, and he could be the featured guy who could really blow up and maybe be a MVP candidate as much as a running back could be, or like be viewed as the top tier guys, then maybe he'd want to be that guy. Because I'm sure, like everyone else, what makes him great is he has an ego. But you're right. He looked at it and said, I'm not getting that money. I'm going to be second or third wave running back. Nobody wants to be the veteran running back out in the free agent market because it could happen to what happened to our friend Melvin Gordon, who didn't get paid. And he wasn't as old as Aaron Jones, not as productive, but still a younger guy who hit the market and didn't get paid. We want to get paid. So Aaron said, this is guaranteed money, $8 million. And then everything else you said is true.
Yeah. And I don't have to carry 300 times a year. Like that's going to feel better. One. And two, like if you're going to get paid the same, go ahead and take fewer carries. If it doesn't matter, if the ego is not involved and you're just there to play football and make some money, I wouldn't mind taking a couple extra. I mean, he's getting those touches back in targets. The guy is literally one of the best receivers on the Packers.
Yeah, and he was a little banged up this year. Real quick, why Jim keeps referring to the open market for those that aren't aware, right? Aaron Jones was under contract regardless for 2023, set to make $16 million. They went back to $11 million today. But essentially they did that so they didn't have to cut him, right? Because of
can't afford that,
quote unquote cap casualty. So that's what Jim's referring to when he mentions the open.
Yeah, Aaron Jones would have been cut if he didn't do this deal. And so that's why he's taking this deal. And he's 28 years old. And Rip Ramona chimes in that maybe less carries are good. But Aaron Jones could have also decided to bet on himself. But I think maybe if it was a different market, he could have. Because Aaron Jones could have said, you know what? I'll get cut. I'll get a 1 year, $8 million deal. And I'll go to a team that'll run the ball a lot. I can be the featured back. And I'm going to have a blow up season and get paid and make my money back.
Yeah, possibly.
But he did. And I don't blame him. I mean, I'm just saying there's a lot of factors here.
Right.
And comfortability is one of them. The market is another one. He was not getting this money anywhere else. And that's good for the Packers because getting him back is important because it's definitely more important if Jordan Love's their quarterback than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, for sure.
And in that case,
he's going to get all those carries.
Well, here's the other
thing.
What's going on with A.J. Dillon? Like the Packers, like we all get focused on the quarterback situation.
Yeah, it's the final year of his rookie deal, I believe.
But I forget paying him. I'm saying that like Dillon was not used properly last year. 4 yards per carry. He needs to get the ball more.
Yeah, neither of those guys were.
Right.
I mean, we said it all year long.
Dillon should be at a bare minimum where Aaron Jones is, and Aaron Jones should be at Aaron Jones should have 250 plus carries, and that he was at 213. A.J. Dillon should have, I think, that 215 number. He has a 186 last year. The guys need the ball more, especially Dillon, because he is a lather guy. Like, he's got to wear you down. Matt, when you were out, Chris Orr was in here. He said those big guys, it's a real thing.
Yeah. Well, we were talking with somebody who's talking about Ron Bain, and they did not utilize him in New York because he was great at beating you down for the first half, and the second half is when you're going to be too tired to tackle him.
Right. And so that it's a real thing. It's not like you're trying to tackle less. It's just you're tired.
Yeah.
And like if you're weightlifting and think of yourself, like you're trying to get that done later, you just don't have it in you.
Oh, I every time I think about tackling A.J. Dillon, I think of that mascot that just got blown up by him.
844-770-3776. You can chime in with your favorite food. And then also Aaron Jones returning to the Packers. Is it better for Jones and Dillon? Actually, I'll ask like this. Do you think Aaron Jones would prefer Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers as quarterback next year?
See, I was going to ask that before because you mentioned the amount of carries, right? Jordan Love's the starter. You're getting more carries naturally.
And more touches. You're going to have more design. You don't want Love winging it down the field.
Right. You want your best player getting involved. And I think all three of us would agree pretty easily if Aaron Rodgers isn't on the team, your best offensive player is Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that being said, and again, this is kind of different for everybody. If Aaron Jones's goal is to win a Super Bowl, who does he think his best chances? Is it with Rodgers under center or is it with Love? So like that's going to be a factor, not necessarily how many touches am I going to get, but if the end all be all goal is win a Super Bowl, then he's probably asking himself that question.
I don't think that factored in because I don't think he knows who's going to be quarterback, and I don't think he cares who's going to be quarterback, whether it's Love or Rodgers.
Agreed. I don't think he cares either, but I think I think he would have a preference.
Let's hear from Aaron Jones on Radio Row with Jim Rome.
Jordan Love is definitely ready. I feel like he's, from the time he's came in to now, he's just continued to work. And you could see the confidence starting to come out even more and more. And then he got some time to play in games this past season. And you can tell he made that jump, and he's confident out there, and he's capable, and he can do it at a high level. So I feel like he'd definitely be that guy when A-Rod's gone.
And
I love that sort of confidence in your backup.
And again, the story only exists if he said something negative about Jordan Love.
Right.
But I do think that Aaron Jones has zero idea what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. And I think Aaron Jones just said, you know what? Either way, I don't think we're going to swing our wins and losses that much, whether it's Rodgers. Because if it's Love, you're getting some more draft picks that can affect this year. You might have a little bit more cap flexibility depending on how this trade breaks out. You might be able to bring in another player or two to help. Like, your roster around Love might be better than the roster around Rodgers.
True.
And the roster around Rodgers this year won 8 games. So
Yeah,
maybe
I'm curious. That could be another question. Do we think the Packers with Jordan Love at the helm can win 8 games next year?
probably. I think but I think the thing is I don't say their ceiling. They're not doing anything with Jordan Love. And that's a trade-off because if you have Aaron Rodgers,
and you make the playoffs, you have a chance.
Yes. They're not going to the Super Bowl with Jordan Love next year. It's just not going to happen. And so 844-770-3776. Rip Rona chimes back in. His favorite food is sandwiches. Also, he asked the question I thought this was interesting. I want to get your thoughts on it. 844-770-3776. But Matt and Alex as well. Do you think Aaron Jones runs harder than A.J. Dillon? Because Rip and Rona does.
That's interesting. They seem like very different running backs to me. Jones definitely runs hard, but like Dillon's job is to run between the tackles and run people over. Jones is more of the bounce it to the outside guy.
But Jones is
Jones is not afraid to put his shoulder down.
He's a violent runner, and he finishes his runs. Dillon, I think it's more the fact that he's like a barge.
Right.
Where it just never looks as physical as it is.
Right.
I think they're both very physical runners. I don't know who runs harder, but Jones is always going to look like he's running harder.
Yeah. Aaron Jones is probably, outside of Aaron Rodgers, is probably my favorite player on the team.
He is substantially better than A.J. Dillon, too. Like, if we all love A.J. Dillon, he seems like a great guy, but A.J. Dillon is not close to the category of running back that Aaron Jones is.
Yeah.
Like, if the Packers, and they knew this, if they had to go into this year with A.J. Dillon as their featured back, that would be a major step down. That almost would be a bigger concern than losing Aaron Rodgers. Is if you had to go with A.J. Dillon as your starting running back.
Oh, man.
Especially the way this
I
offense...
love the guy so much, but I feel like that bias is pushing over. I'm like, I could be okay with it, but I think you're right. Like, I think Jones averaged 5 and some change per carry was his average yards per carry. And he was one of the most, I think I was looking at it as far as efficiency, backs efficiency. He was like number 1 or number 2 in the league as far as like efficiency of running.
If you took, so we look at this free agency window right now. Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Devin Singletary, Miles Sanders, David Montgomery, Tony Pollard. We'll kind of draw it there. If you take age out of it, I think Aaron Jones is probably the first or second most desired running back in there because Saquon Barkley does have injury issues. So he's somewhere between Barkley, Jacobs, and then Jones in that group. That's the tier. If you took away age, because he's 28. So like from the free agent value side of things, he wasn't going to get paid. But from a value on a team, like he's a top, definitely top 10 running back.
Yeah, I would think so.
And Dillon is not. And I don't see him getting there. That style isn't there. He's a great complementary running back in A.J. Dillon. So keeping Aaron Jones around was incredibly important for the Green Bay Packers. Because Jones provides so many different things to their offense, allows them to do a lot of different things. He helps them be winners. You can be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Last year, over $124 million in jackpots. This year, over $14 million already. No reason to wait. Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt.
North and South Seafood and Smokehouse is the official barbecue and seafood and smokehouse of Rutledge and Hamilton. Make sure to listen every Wednesday for your chance to win a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse in Madison, Verona, and DeForest. North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
The best quality roofs, siding, windows, and doors, expertly installed and at an affordable price. Hi, this is Bo from Ridgetop Exteriors. Integrity, excellence, quality, and community are what we value here at Ridgetop because we want to do a great job to help our friends and neighbors. We always want to exceed expectations because customer service is our number one goal. We're trusted local experts you can count on for your home exterior projects. Thanks for choosing Ridgetop Exteriors for your home's next project. Go to ridgetopexteriors.com for a free estimate.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-351-4242. 800-351-4242. 800-351-4242.
Help us close the book on 2022. We have some 2022 Audis still in stock and ready for delivery. You can also take advantage of 4.99% APR financing for up to 60 months on most 2022 models. Available on select models. See dealer for details and exclusions. $18.87 a month per $1,000 finance. No down payment required. Qualified buyers through Audi Financial Services. Offer ends February 28th. See your Audi brand specialist to set up your test drive today. If you're wanting to leave 2022 in the dust, check out our website to view the variety of 23 models arriving daily. The search for your Audi begins and ends at Zimrick Audi of Madison, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
Hi, Rick here from Nations Lending. With home prices and interest rates up, my local team here in Madison has the strategies and programs to help you forge your next home and start building your equity. From seller-paid rate buydowns, future refinancing to lock in lower rates, first-time home buyer seminars, and more, Smart Planning will help you make your dream home a reality. Go to nationsmadison.com to get started today. Nations Lending, home loans made human.
Corporate NMLS unique identifier number 32416. To verify a mortgage company or individual license, visit nmlsconsumeraccess.org. Nations Lending is an equal housing lender.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm Vice President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
A wide array of opportunities abound at Waste Management.
They do whatever they can to make sure that you're set up for success, both within the career and just in your personal life as well. The benefits that are offered here are honestly some of the most insane benefits that I've ever seen. They're paying for people to go to college. They invest in the employees as human beings. I've never seen anything like that.
Join the Waste Management family. Just search online, Waste Management Careers.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by X Golf in Madison and Middleton.
It's bad bitch o'clock, yeah, it's thick 30. I've been through a lot, but I'm still
Rutledge and Hamilton continues live from the Spark Building. What the hell is Alex Strofe doing here, Matt Hamilton? He's in our space.
My bubble has been invaded right now.
Ugh. Who invited you, Alex?
What up, players?
Oh, God. The McLovin here didn't turn on the camera.
That's my bad.
Well, no, I'm calling you McLovin.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that's my bad.
Gotcha. So
What do
what
you
are you
mean?
doing? What are you doing in here?
Well, we are currently practicing the Jesse Nelson School of Producer Training, in which the producer of a program has to leave the room, sit in the studio, and let the training producer, which today is our friend Riley Yauk, and let him figure it out.
No offense to Riley, I'm sure he'll do a good job. But does Jesse do this with his show?
Yeah,
Yes,
I was just
of course
thinking.
he does.
Okay.
It's more airtime for him. Just
Okay.
like it's more airtime for me right now.
All right. Well, I don't like this now. You're done.
All right, so
Go be late or something. I don't know.
be late. Be late for what?
I don't know how you could be late coming in at noon, right? Is this the roast of Alex Strofe right now?
Could be.
Did I ever told you about the roast of Alex Strofe?
Oh my
Yes, you have. It was in that basement.
Yeah.
The basement of your buddy's place.
No, it was my place. It was my
Oh,
college house. We had a gathering, and my friends just roasted me. And then my brother was the master of ceremonies, except he drank about 47 Coors Lights prior to it, so he forgot what he was going to say. It was awful.
Matt, does Alex have normal friends? Because like tonight you're going to hang out with people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're all just gonna, make fun of each other, right?
Of
Yeah,
course.
that's what we do.
Yeah. You're not gonna call it the roast of Matt
No,
Hamilton.
It's
not gonna be a
it's
formal-
always a roast.
right.
It's always a roast.
No, right. It always is. But this one was formal. We had a microphone. We wore suits.
But why?
Because it was goofy. It was like our housewarming party to the new house we had just
But
moved
like my
into.
point is that's what happens naturally when guys just hang out. You
Well,
roast
right,
each other.
Right.
So you just wanted to make basically my point is you just wanted to make something about you.
I didn't. It was not my event. Like, I'm not the one that came up with the idea,
Yeah.
but I was into it. Yeah.
Of course you were into
Of
it.
course. It was about
Yeah.
me.
I mean, he was probably the easiest one to roast. So everybody was like, "Oh, I got material for that."
Yeah, exactly.
true.
That's
All
why.
right.
That's why it was done.
All right, 844-770-3776. Let's get the roast of Alex
Alex
Strofe here.
Strofe.
We need some good jokes on Alex Strofe. 844-770-3776. The roast of Boo Boo Kitty. You want to call in and roast, or you can text in and roast Alex Strofe. 844-770-3776.
That's kind of been a theme today. I feel like I've been attacked multiple times at the office today.
You have a little bit of a victim complex, though.
What do you mean? Do you think I I brought it upon myself?
No, I think
like
that
you and Aaron Rodgers like to be the victim and not the person who's ever stirring it up. You're the one who.
Well, I constantly stir it up. I don't think that's accurate. And I'm aware of that, but I feel like I've been unfairly attacked today.
Share.
So yesterday on Scalzone Brust, which I board opt, which you hear after us 4 to 6.
Board operated.
Yeah, board operated. Was holding it down, as Greg Scalzo would say. And he asked me how many people were in the ESPN Madison studio today. Because Ben Brust was very angry at everybody at the Milwaukee studios because nobody showed up to work.
Yeah.
And they asked me, who's in the studio? Is anybody there? And we have 3 departments at this office, right? Sales, content, marketing. All 3 of the people who manage said departments were not here when I was asked that question.
Okay.
And so I made a point to say Matt Hamilton came to work. Jim Rutledge came to work. I came to work. And some of the people in our sales team were upset with me because they were here and I did not mention that.
Now, to be fair, they had something that they easily could have gotten to, yet they bailed on because of the roads. So, in theory, they still bailed on a previously agreed upon obligation because they were turned away by the roads. They were afraid of the roads. So, yes, they were here, but they did also not go do something that was work related because of those roads.
Yeah. So then I get a text this morning from one of our salespeople in a company-wide group, or not company-wide, but ESPN Madison-wide group chat with Matt's in it. All of us are in it. 15 of us, maybe.
Yeah.
And it essentially said something around the lines of, I'm paraphrasing. We heard you didn't, or
Matt, bring it up.
Just read it verbatim. I don't remember what he said.
While we do that, Chris Manitowoc Waters chimes in 844-770-3776. 2-day hangovers, classic wimpy 23-year-old Strofe. Love you, buddy. Go have some jelly beans, as we will have the roast of Alex Strofe if you want to chime in. 844
The jelly beans and M&Ms.
770-3776.
So this is from one of our sales guys. Strofe, I heard you were calling out people for not being at work yesterday on Scalzo and Brust. The rest of the office would like to have a word with you when you get here. See you at noon.
Waka waka.
Waka waka.
Evan of Madison chimes in. Strofe brings it upon himself completely. I don't think it's the muffler. In quotes there. 844-770-3776.
That was good, Evan. Well done.
I like that one.
Yeah, so we'll continue. If you want to roast Alex Strofe here, you can chime in 844-770-3776.
I want everyone to feel free to chime in on that topic any day we're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah,
and
I
just
tend to
send in
agree with
the Alex Strofe roast.
Now, to be fair, Strofe is pretty roastable.
I'm very easily roasted.
Like 24/7.
Yeah.
But so you felt that was unfair?
Not necessarily. I felt like the person said bad joke didn't need to because he was here. So I wasn't giving him a hard time.
Well, but he was saying is you didn't mention him, so he felt left out.
Right. So now I am taking my time on the air to mention him.
There
So
you
I
go.
don't get any more texts that don't make any sense.
I'll say this. Is anyone else? I wish you could like leave or mute the group for like 24 hours to 48 hours and just be like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Can.
But it tells everyone because I've left groups before and they'll be
Well,
like,
you
why'd you
can
leave the
mute it.
group?
You can mute it.
I do mute it, but then you can see all like 1,000 messages.
Yeah,
like,
then you got to
like,
go
they try
catch up.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
True.
I'd usually ignore it, but
Treat
then
it
I
like my email and just read the last.
But like, you didn't want any part of this?
No.
Oh.
I looked and said, and moved on.
So you weren't Team Strofe here.
I was, it just didn't intrigue me. It was no offense. Look, if you want to go Team Strofe, you clearly work later than everyone else here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where it didn't make any sense to me. Like, you do Prep Mania, you do Drive, you do all the other shows, you go to the games, you work weekends and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think it was about that. Like, I don't think it was a joke that you actually don't work. So that's why I was just like, this isn't funny. I don't want to be part of this.
Fair enough.
And so I just kind of moved on for the day. But it seemed like it bothered you. Like maybe it's
a little bit. I thought it was funny, but then I got into the office and I thought everybody
I have
was
a bigger
kidding.
problem with you thinking that was funny than like.
Well, like I was like, haha, right? Whatever. I didn't respond to it. Then I got to the office and I figured it was done. And then it was not done. And then it got real and everybody was mad. I was like, well, you should have come to work then. At most of the people who were mad. So there's my story. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome here. I would have done like the Mean Girls eye roll. That's kind of it's probably my reaction when I saw that. The eye roll that my daughter gives me when I make a dad joke at her. It's like she gives me the eye roll, my oldest. I just gave an eye roll and a sigh and set my phone back down and got back to doing whatever I was doing.
What's the right way to do like office humor? Like what should be the standard? Should we just not try?
I think we're funny.
Of course you do.
But I think we are funny.
Okay. Yeah. So us three are allowed to make jokes and that's it?
If you're going to make a joke, it better be funny or you face consequences of being roasted on the air for a not funny joke.
Fair
That's
enough.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
And the best part is we get to be the judge and the jury.
Yeah.
We decide.
What do we
whether it's
call
funny.
like a dad joke, but for the office? Because that's what that was. Like not even like that wasn't worthy of like being in the show office. Like that joke right there is why they made the TV show The Office.
Well, no, that's actually perfect. That's like the joke that like Dwight would say, someone who's classically not funny trying to be funny.
There you go.
You know what I mean? It's like someone trying to go outside their comfort zone, do something that they don't normally do, and that's take a shot at Alex Strofe, the king of shot taking.
Thank you.
And it didn't work out. Not all jokes land.
Brett Leclerc chimes in 844-770-3776. I would just want to know why Alex was more fond of spending time with Stephen Crawl than his own girlfriend.
On Valentine's Day.
Pat Madison chimes in. Strofe's taste in coffee is unfortunately still better than his sports takes.
Oh, that one's good, Pat.
Luckily, his production skills, and I disagree with this one, are screaming good. Heart you, Strofe. I would say Strofe's better on the air than he is as a producer.
I think it varies. I think I'm good at some producer stuff.
It's like anything else. I'm gonna sound like your dad right now,
just-
or your parent. When you apply yourself,
Yes,
Alex, you're
when
very
you put
good.
your mind to it, Alex, you're very good
No, I
at
think
being
that's
a
totally
producer.
fair. I think that's totally fair. Yeah.
He just doesn't always apply himself. Is that
It's a
something
conversation
you got
that Matt and I have all the time over a Central Standard Bourbon up at night. We text back and forth, as parents do, and go,
Yeah.
If Strofe just applied himself, he'd be a great producer.
Do you guys actually talk behind my back?
No.
Not
Never?
about you.
If
we talk to each other.
If I do something egregious, will it come up?
It would still
Yeah.
come to you first or right after. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if never, like,
he
when
might
you say
make sure I'm on the same page. So if we're gonna tear into you, that it's not.
This
like
doesn't
surprising
happen
me
often,
too.
for the record.
Right.
We should clear this
But
up.
I would
Yeah.
say that, like,
once a month.
my general standard for everyone here is there's nothing I've said to someone else, like, behind their back that I also haven't already said to their face or I'm going to. That's kind of my standard on it. You or anyone else. So,
Jim, would you qualify yourself as kind of a badass?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Matt,
he
what about
won't
you?
eat babies.
I think that's
Animals.
I think that's
But he won't eat babies. Well, that's probably a good thing. I don't think most hard asses do eat babies.
You talk about the guy eats cub. We had a texter about it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that message.
I don't know if that was a troll
Yeah, I couldn't
or if
tell.
that was like a real thing. I don't know. Do people eat baby bears? I don't know.
I've never eaten.
I'm not
bear.
going to do it. That's just
Have
all
you
I'm
eaten
saying.
bear?
Yes. I've got
Really?
some hunting friends that will.
Is it
you know,
good?
It's very lean. It's like cooking a tenderloin. Not a lot of
Okay.
fat, so it's going to cook quick. And if
I
you
get
dry
down
it
with
out,
that.
it ain't good.
Get down with that.
But no, I am definitely not badass. No.
I think Aaron Jones is going to win the Offensive Player of the Year next year.
Who's his quarterback?
Jordan Love.
Where's Aaron Rodgers playing? AFC?
The Packers. No, I
Whoa, Alex with his sports takes and love of
No, I'm
spaghetti and
kidding.
meatballs. Both of them tepid at best.
I do think Aaron Rodgers will be back, but if in order for Aaron Jones to win Offensive Player of the Year, it's got to be Jordan Love.
Okay, but they're not going to win enough games for that to happen.
Yeah.
I
mean, I guess
I
CMC
still
might have
think-
done it on the Panthers. The
I
Panthers
still
were
think
booty.
the Packers can make the playoffs with Jordan Love. The NFC's really bad.
I think they're the third best team, whoever their quarterback is.
But the
in
thing is with the
North.
North is there's so many question marks with every team, right? Like, was the Lions 9-8 season a fluke, or can they actually?
They're
improve upon
climbing
that?
up. So I think it's
Can
fair
Justin
to say,
Fields live up to the hype?
I'm saying Vikings, Lions, and the Packers are third.
No, but
The Bears are the wild card.
the hype is throughout all of them, and even the Vikings. Like
So
Kirk
many
Cousins
question
ain't
marks
no
there,
spring
too.
But if they
chicken.
go to Jordan, if Packers go to Jordan Love, that they have the largest question mark in the division.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. I'd probably
Because
agree with
quarterback is what matters.
that. Absolutely. But I think they can get to a point with Jordan Love, if they are to go that road, where they can actually add pieces to put, almost maybe
If you
not
wa-
quite
if you
Niners
wanted to-
level.
If you
but
wanted to sell me 2 years, but Jordan Love, let's just assume he's a starter.
Yeah.
A rough start. So then, best case scenario, maybe they work their way through and they're 500, one below for like half the season.
You have a good
And then you have
O-line.
to go some sort of run.
You have a good O-line. You have the
to
best 1-2 punch in the backfield. If you add a receiver or two, you add a tight end through the draft. I mean, there's certainly question marks.
Well,
But
here's
I
the
honestly
problem I
think
have.
that's an offense that could look like San Francisco light almost.
Right, but Aaron Rodgers' first year as a starter, he was 6-10, and he crushed it.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's hard to close games as an NFL quarterback, and that's it. Could Jordan Love look good, and could the Packers look good? Absolutely. Could they close out football games enough to be a playoff contender? Probably not. That doesn't usually happen. You know what does happen? And everyone is always in a good mood, whether they're enjoying some of the tinctures or the gummies or the balms. Anything from Madison Extracts is going to put you in a good mood.
That's right. And the reason it puts you in a good mood, because it puts me in a good mood. And I'm in a good mood when I buy local. Seed to sale. It is grown in Wisconsin, processed at their plant on 1810 Wright Street, where you can get it yourself. Go talk to an expert. Sometimes I use it on my knees after curling. Sometimes I just need to relax and make sure I get a good night's sleep. They've got CBDs for you, from gummies to tinctures, even smokable CBD, whatever you think might work best for you. They can help verify that and make sure you're getting the best product at the best prices. Go over to 1810 Wright Street and check out the experts at Madison Extract. They'll get you with the right CBD product for you.
Daryl and Deerfield chimes in. Niners level, you're on drugs. This is
I
Rutledge and
said
Hamilton.
Niners light.
Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Miss any of the show? Find full show podcasts free on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
There may be snow on the ground, but now is the time to get excited about enjoying the outdoors on luxury patio furniture. Let the trained staff of the Bruce Company help you bring your outdoor dreams to life. The Bruce Company, your outdoor living experts. The XFL makes its return this week under new ownership led by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and 2 former Badgers are set to take the field. Former offensive lineman Josh Seltzner from Columbus signed with the Seattle Dragons for this upcoming XFL season. And former Badgers quarterback Jack Cohn, who played his final collegiate season at Notre Dame, will be the starting cornerback for the San Antonio Brahmas. Watch Cohn beginning at 2 o'clock on ABC on Sunday, and follow that up by watching Seltzner and the Dragons at 7 o'clock on ESPN.
Lock in your prices at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin by February 28th and get 0% interest for up to 48 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Did you know that several industries like e-commerce, healthcare, and surprisingly hospitality are heading for a hiring boom this spring? If you need to hire qualified candidates ASAP for any of these industries or any other industry, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's matching technology finds qualified candidates, and you can invite your top choices to apply. Millions of employers have used ZipRecruiter to help grow their teams. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/Greeny to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/GREENY.
The basketball and hockey seasons are heating up, Baseball is just around the corner, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great ticket prices, they're also the official ticketing partner of ESPN. And with Vivid Seats rewards, when you buy 10 tickets, you get the 11th free. Download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Life happens live. Receive a reward credit equal to the average price of the 10 tickets purchased, excluding taxes, fees, and processing costs. See vividseats.com/rewards for terms and conditions.
Clinical trials are essential to advancing medications, vaccines, and devices. LabCorp has been conducting clinical trials for over 40 years and has helped bring many of the medications we use today to market. You may be compensated up to $19,250 for time and participation in trials. At LabCorp, your safety is the #1 priority. Learn more about how you can help advance the future of medicine at LabCorpClinicalTrials.com. That's LabCorpClinicalTrials.com.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance wants to protect your dreams. So whether you're at home singing in the shower,
Every note,
or prefer singing your heart out in the car like Drew,
cruising.
you can save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance with American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Supposed to love somebody else when I don't like myself. Like, ooh, guess I better learn to like this.
Matt Hamilton dancing. Whoa.
Magic Matt.
We are a family show, Matt Hamilton. You can't shake your hips like that.
Just do what they did to Elvis and just show him from the hips up.
844-770-3776. Elvis, keep that pelvis far from me. You know
what?
That's from the movie Grease. The song Sandra D. When she's singing about "Look at me, I'm Sandra D."
I love that you mentioned Grease because I'm curious if her boy Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Jet. Come on,
waka. It's an epidemic here right now.
that's just good, clean joke right there.
Oh, man. You know what? It's not a joke, but it is laughable. Michael Lombardi, who also is advocating for the Bears to trade Justin Fields and then draft Bryce Young #1. If you're honest with yourself, he tweeted this out, the Bengals could make the case for already being 2-time Super Bowl champions had they managed the games differently. The hell kind of statement is that?
What a weird take. If they had just scored more points than the other team, they would have won both of those games.
You're like, you know what? If you're honest with yourself, the Packers didn't lose to the 49ers, and if Aaron Rodgers had thrown a touchdown instead of kicking a field goal against the Buccaneers, Packers could have 2 Super Bowl titles as well.
Yeah. So, this is a fun game. We should keep playing it.
844-770-3776. Strofe could totally do voice acting. He has such a dopey laugh and voice. Would have been perfect for that one cartoon show back in the day called Ed
and Eddie.
Eddie, yep.
Ed and Eddie.
Those Ed boys are crazy like chickens, except they lay no eggs. Candied beats to calm my nerves.
What?
That was a character's line in the show.
The Adam Madison chimes in. Rogers to Tennessee. Good friends with Vrabel. Just bought property. Many friends in the area. Good run game. Okay defense. Weak division. I'll add this. His personality, brother from another mother, Jay Cutler, is down there as well.
Yeah.
Those two can just go be aloof together. And snarky.
I mean, I didn't even think about that as an option. That would probably be a good opportunity for him.
If the if Aaron Rodgers went to the Titans, that's a better opportunity than the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
Think so?
Yeah.
Is it the best opportunity he's got? If we're throwing the Titans in the mix too, is that better than Jets and Raiders as well?
Absolutely. If the Titans,
because the Jets have a top 5 defense.
Yeah, but if you're a
Their
Packers,
O-line is rough.
If you're a Packers fan, you don't want Aaron Rodgers in Tennessee, because I'm assuming you don't want him to win a Super Bowl.
I mean, since I don't think we're winning a Super Bowl with Jordan Love, if he went to Tennessee, I'd root for Tennessee. And I obviously already have a little Tennessee ties
we'll
there.
save that question for when he leaves, but you're going to be far in the minority there. People are not going to be rooting for Aaron Rodgers when he leaves.
You think?
No
We're
way.
not going to be happy that everyone cut ties and we're just done with this.
I think it depends where he ends up. I really do. I think if he ends up with the Raiders, people are going to root for him and Devontae.
What about Tennessee?
No, I don't think so.
Look,
and same with the Jets. But I think if he ends up with Devontae in Las Vegas, I
so
think
he
people will
forces
cheer
his
for
way
him.
out of Green Bay after years of this will I or won't I stuff, and there's not going to be bad blood.
I think I'm not saying the majority, like
Brett
a hefty
Favre, like the
majority.
scar tissues just made that nerve dead for Packer fans.
Wow, what an analogy that was.
There you go.
Look at you, Doc.
Dr. Rutledge.
No, I
as
don't
long
think
as
so.
he doesn't come back to the NFC North, I
But
think.
fans were infuriated when Favre went to the Jets. Like when he left, it was like, how dare you not want to be here?
Well, no, he didn't. He was definitely forced out. They were mad
Right,
at the
but-
Packers for forcing him
But
out.
there were a lot. It was a 50-50 fans mad at Favre or the Packers.
Like, you
'Cause
can't
Favre
get
did
mad
this
at
for
a
a few
guy to
years.
be like, if you're gonna like retire, we want you to retire a Packer. Like this whole
But
I
he-
still want to play.
there
and
was
then go to the
plenty of
Jets.
vitriol for Favre when he left to go to the Jets because,
Yes.
I mean, it's factual.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess.
And I get your point, but
Right.
this time too, I would imagine that there's still going to be plenty of hate going Aaron Rodgers' way.
Yeah,
It's
you're
either going to be
right.
hate or relief because this Favre felt more sad when he left.
See, I think Packer fans will feel so relieved that they probably will just care less how he does.
Right. That could be
Maybe if they
that-
made a Super Bowl against another against an NFC team, not the Packers,
I
probably
think they'd root against them then.
they'd probably root against him. Yeah,
I think
they probably
it-
would not care until that point.
I think indifference is probably the best case scenario for Aaron Rodgers if he leaves. There may be snow on the ground, but now is the time to get excited about enjoying the outdoors on luxury patio furniture. I just purchased some patio furniture yesterday from the Bruce Company. Got 2 Adirondack chairs. We're excited to have them at our house in a couple of weeks. They're putting them together. It is high quality stuff. I don't have to worry about it getting ruined in the Wisconsin weather. It can hold up. They give you good cleaning instructions. They tell you how to maintain it. There are experts over there at the Bruce Company. Now through February 28th, they have their sale on Summer Classics line, 30% off new special orders. So get on in to the Bruce Company, your outdoor living experts. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
This is gold medalist Matt Hamilton, and you're listening to A Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN Madison studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Yeah, it is. And I'm Alex Strope, your Sports Center update brought to you by the Green and Gold Fix podcast, home to the best Packers conversation from ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe, rate, and review the Green and Gold Fix podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. And plenty of conversation today about the Packers star running back, Aaron Jones, who has agreed to a restructuring of his contract, goes from what he was supposed to make in 2023 with the Packers, $16 million down to $11 million, though $8.5 of that is now guaranteed to stay with the Packers through the 2023 season. Continued coverage on that move. Rogers watching more over at ESPNWisconsin.com. The Milwaukee Bucks have officially entered the All-Star break on a league-high 12-game winning streak after a win over the Chicago Bulls last night, but not so good news as Giannis Antetokounmpo left that game with a wrist injury. His status for Sunday's All-Star game is in question. However, that All-Star game will air right here on 100.5 ESPN on Sunday. Coverage starts at 6 o'clock. Prep Mania tonight, boys basketball rivalry. Wanakee takes on DeForest. Coverage starts at 7 o'clock.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or visit metrokiaofmadison.com.
You got to chill.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
This is Rutledge and Hamilton with Jim Rutledge and Matt Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
Favorite food?
Cauliflower?
Are you vegan? Really?
No,
What if he comes out? What if you come out
Could-
and you're a vegan? Have you thought about that?
not gonna happen.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN Madison studio with Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
Aaron Rodgers is too interesting of a person to have cauliflower be his favorite food. I'm actually disappointed because
I would
there's
like
something
to come
good-
over to his house and be like, cook me some cauliflower, Aaron. And I'd be curious how he did it.
Do you think he said cauliflower because there could not be a less controversial food out?
Yeah, I am not giving
He's
anyone
a complicated fella.
anything to come at me with. I just said I was going on a retreat in the darkness for 4 days, and that has been the source of media. If he said something like chicken wings, people would go ice cream.
Right, yeah.
I had mentioned it the other day. I was talking about Aaron Rodgers could go on and say ice cream, and people will lose their mind.
It's 4 nights of.
That's why he
complete
heard
darkness.
that, because he's a big listener to the show,
Yeah.
and he was probably like, I got to do even something more benign than ice cream. We're going cauliflower.
Cauliflower. I mean, there is not saying cauliflower is like the joke we got in the text chain earlier. Like, it's just dad joke. I mean, it's just a nothing. Like, it's just safe cauliflower. Like, it's shit. I mean, there's nothing to it. Like, there's no take to have. It's brilliant. There is nothing you can say except for he's lying. Because otherwise, like that's a better replacement than like, oh, this is like
That's nobody's favorite food.
right. This is like burnt toast or vanilla ice cream. No, you know what? Anything bad, like this is vanilla. No, it's cauliflower. Now from now on, if you're calling it bad, it's just cauliflower.
The only thing I've taken away from this is how incorrectly I say that word. I usually say cauliflower.
Cauliflower?
Like Cully. I know that's not how it's spelled, but that's how I pronounce it. Cauliflower.
Wow.
Well, that's
can you
Your
guys say
Green
it?
Bay accent is showing through.
Felt like Green Bay to me.
Can you guys say it for me?
Aaron Rodgers is the cauliflower of NFL personalities. That's Adam and Madison.
I
Adam
disagree with
Madison.
that.
844-770-3776.
He's like the Nashville hot chicken wing of NFL personalities. He's out there.
That's not out there. That's pretty common.
Pretty damn good. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you said he's out there. He's like gives you an upset stomach later on.
No,
not
never
Philly.
an upset stomach
Doesn't really
for Aaron.
fulfill you except for every once in a
I
while.
love Aaron. What are we doing here?
Jim's doing his normal Jim Rutledge takes.
But cauliflower.
Yeah.
Cauliflower, yeah.
Cauliflower.
What are we doing with that? I mean, what do you think his real favorite food is? I mean, it was a real opportunity. Like, I guarantee Aaron Rodgers has had the opportunity to have all sorts of crazy food.
Yeah. I honestly, another one I would have expected was like fugu sushi, right? Which is the puffer fish that if it's not prepared properly, it could kill you.
This is a movie, right? What movie is that in?
I don't know.
It's in a movie.
It's something I've always wanted to try. Apparently, it makes your tongue tingle. Anyway, so I think he could have come up with something a lot more interesting to say than cauliflower.
Yeah, because you're right. He probably has had a lot of things that's made his tongue tingle. And
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Hey now.
Sounds like Chris's tongue was tingling when he tried to say that.
Ayahuasca.
So now I want to throw this. I want to change it up some. 844-770-3776. What is the most exotic thing you've eaten? 844-770-3776. I like when I say exotic. Matt goes, ooh.
Hey now.
Ayahuasca.
For Alex Strofe, I would imagine it's like chicken wings from a gentleman's club. Like that's his exotic. He ate it somewhere exotic, so he'll call it
That was the name of the person on the stage.
Exotic.
chicken wing or exotic.
Oh, that's funny. What's the most exotic food you've had, Jim? Because you don't seem like a very adventurous eater.
He doesn't eat carrots. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Like,
Gator?
Okay. I've had fried alligators. Pretty good.
I'm trying. I'm not like
I've also had gator.
So you're
Good.
wrong. I'm definitely want to try a lot of. I've had gator. I mean, buffalo's not exotic. If people are bringing stuff to me, I'll try it. I have deer heart. I mean, like that's not exotic stuff.
No.
But I mean, like you're saying like, I don't like carrots. That's because it's so bland and tasteless. I don't enjoy it. I will try most things. So whatever's been brought
That's a
to my
bad take.
Carrots?
They're
Yeah.
not bland and tasteless.
They're like the most flavorful vegetable.
What?
That's why.
Well,
they're
I don't
in,
agree with that
that's
either.
How you make like the best like soups and stuff. There's a reason carrots are in stock. It's because they're flavorful.
Well, now my wife does make a really good stew that has carrots in it, but I just eat the carrot with the beef, so I don't have to taste the carrot.
Yeah. Okay, fair. I mean, Anyway,
King-
what about you, Alex?
I
really want to know.
honestly have no idea.
844-770-3776. The most exotic food you've
Is
eaten.
bison exotic?
I've had that.
Sure, ish. It's
Like,
not very exotic.
I've had it several times.
Cody and Milton, kangaroo jerky.
Okay.
Had kangaroo jerky as well.
So at the
What about I had when I was in Japan in Nagano.
I mean, Matt's gonna win this, but
Quite obviously.
in Nagano, they are since they're kind of landlocked. They have a very famous.
Wait, I don't even know what that is.
Nagano's a city.
In what country?
Japan.
Okay.
I did say that.
listen,
And
you can figure her out.
So Nagano is like right in the middle of the country. They're not right by the ocean. So not that they can't get fresh fish quickly, but they have a land animal that they serve as sashimi. I've had horse sashimi. What do you think? How's that? That's not like it's exotic, but it was definitely an exotic place and an exotic way to try it. Strophy, would you ever try that? Nah, he's not listening. He's on the phone.
That sounds
Weird. It was good. Like you put a little salt on it and just a little dip in soy sauce, and it was like eating like carpaccio or some other beef tartare, right? You just a little piece of raw meat.
Sadler chimes in. Ketchup bread dipped in milk.
bread dipped in
844-770-3776. Let's go out to the phone lines. Chris, our favorite bartender from Vintage. Chris, what's going on?
Good to hear you guys' voices. I was hearing about this strangest food you ate, and I definitely wanted to give my 2 cents in. Working as a chef, I've broken down a lot of primal cuts, and one time I was doing a pig, a whole entire pig, and the person I was doing it with said, "You cannot leave this room unless you eat the eye of the pig."
Oh.
And
Ew.
that was the first for me. Yeah. So raw pig eye, and I was like, "How can this be any worse?" And he's like, "Just throw a bunch of Valentina hot sauce on it, and it'll be fine." Sure enough,
I mean, Valentina makes
threw
everything better.
some hot sauce on it, and I never felt better. A little intestines afterwards. It was great.
I guess haggis, is that exotic?
It doesn't sound exotic, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of is.
Thanks, Chris. Pig eye.
Thank you.
Raw.
I was tricked into eating the deer heart, but it was fine. I was at a friend's house, and his dad was a big hunter, and he served us. He said it was steak or whatever. Then afterwards, like, oh, it's deer heart.
Sophie, you're just in Denver. Did you have any Rocky Mountain oysters?
No, I'm actually. Well, hold on. Those are. I don't know what I can say on the air. They are the land down under, correct?
Yes, on
And
a
that is-
bowl.
on a bowl. No, I did not have any.
Ah.
I'm allergic to real oysters. That's why I got thrown off there for a second.
So maybe I can't have Rocky Mountain oysters
Yeah.
if you're allergic to oysters.
Dan in Sun Prairie chimes in. Octopus. I've had octopus before too.
Oh,
So,
delicious.
Yes, absolutely. So-
Octopus is good. I
Yeah, I've
agree.
had octopus before as well. 844-770-3776. The most exotic thing that you've eaten.
Yeah, so like I think it's sheep's stomach or sheep's stomach lining is a haggis.
Yeah,
or
it just
tripe.
doesn't sound exotic, but it's definitely out there.
Yeah,
It's more out there than exotic.
it's so heavily. That's kind of how I felt about the sashimi that I had, the horse sashimi.
yeah.
Kind of like it's not that exotic, but it's out there. I'm trying to think of another lionfish. On my honeymoon, we went fishing and I caught lionfish and we ate that, and that was actually really, really good.
That does sound good. Let's go out to Alan and Madison, 844-770-3776.
Hey, Jim. Alan, your CTM.
Yep.
Going way back. I ate, was like this baby duck in an egg. It was for Vietnamese festival. So the baby duck was in the egg. It's like
it's called a century
they
egg.
cook it in a way so you eat. Yeah, and you eat the whole thing. It was interesting.
Yeah, it's real wild. What they actually do is it's a fertilized egg, and then they kind of like ferment it or age it in lye. They'll like cover the egg in a lye and then bury it for like 6 months, and it like sucks out the moisture somehow through the shell, and it becomes like almost like gelatinous, but there's still like a partially developed chicken in there. It's very different, but Asian cultures, it's called a century egg.
Thanks, Alan, for the call. 844-770-3776.
Thank you.
Go to Children's Theater Madison. That's where Alan, you mentioned CTM. Obviously,
yeah.
St. Christopher Carol. Peter Pan is coming up as well. Love that show. This is Rutledge and Hamilton. You know what show I love?
What?
This show.
Yes.
Especially when we take this show on remote. And that is to X Golf in Madison.
And why are we going on remote?
We got an anniversary. What are you getting me?
Oh, what's the 1-year anniversary present?
I don't
it's
know.
like linen or something?
If it's linen,
That's
can you get me
hot.
an Iron Jock shirt?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought. Okay. This Iron Jock made lingerie.
What do you?
Linen
I'm
lingerie?
gonna promise you are not gonna go buy your girlfriend linen lingerie. That would be the worst move ever. Please.
Hey now.
And he tells us he doesn't need tips or anything. He's like, I got this whole Valentine's Day figured out. It's now the 16th. He doesn't have anything planned tonight because there's probably
17th.
a sports game. It's the 17th.
He's got something planned. He's going to bring up some linen lingerie.
Yeah.
Like he's got a sister wife at home.
Yeah.
I don't know what is happening.
Fruit of the loom.
I was thinking,
Do you get to see
linen
a little
soft?
Do you get to see a little ankle there with that linen lingerie? Do you get to see a whole ankle?
God, that is such a crazy take.
Nothing gets me going like linen lingerie.
Oh, my goodness. All right. X Golf in Madison is where our 1-year anniversary is. Go check what day. That's next Friday. We're going to be out there next Friday. 844-770-3776. Share the most exotic food you've eaten, and make sure to come out to X Golf in Madison on Friday. Next Friday, not today. This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt.
Zimbrick Chevrolet.
When was the last time you had your oil changed or your tires rotated? Do you need new tires, a battery, perhaps some windshield wipers? Zimbrick Chevrolet Service Center is equipped to help you with routine maintenance, major repairs, and everything in between. Get your free battery inspection coupon and schedule an appointment today at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Don't overpay. Shop Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
Main Street, Sun Prairie. Zimbrick Chevrolet.
Everywhere you look, from groceries to utilities to gas, prices keep going up. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin can dramatically help lower your energy costs year-round by replacing drafty windows and doors in as little as 6 weeks. And now you can save even more by taking advantage of 0% interest for up to 48 months when you lock in your prices by February 28th. I'm Gina Della from Pella. Bring the love of Wisconsin's outdoors in through the beauty and quality craftsmanship of Pella Windows and Doors. Whether you're updating or upgrading the look and comfort of your home, Pella has extensive lines of customizable options to meet your needs and your budget, no matter the season. Replacing drafty windows and doors can dramatically lower your energy costs. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin offers some of the most energy efficient windows in the industry, designed to keep the cold outside where it belongs. Lock in your prices by February 28th and get 0% interest for up to 48 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but the way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for more than 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every U. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Simrow with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Levi Burkholz from Lakeside Lutheran High School. Welcome, Levi.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Favorite sport?
Oh, basketball.
And you're going to be going to the Citadel to play?
I will, yep.
How did that whole recruiting process work for you, considering a couple of years ago we were in a pandemic? And
yeah, it was crazy. So coming out of my sophomore year, I had 6 D1s texted me, calling. And then once the portal hit, they all told me kind of just to wait and hang on, and then kept hanging on, and then they kind of phased out. And then I picked up some D2 offers, and then the Citadel after the D2 offers, and that's kind of how it went.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
That's it.
That'll do it. Down goes the second-ranked team in the state. La Follette hands Middleton its first loss of the season in overtime. 75-72.
Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania is also brought to you by UW Credit Union, Stoughton Trailers, Nations Lending, and the Great Dane.
Stoughton Health provides comprehensive and compassionate care to Stoughton community and the entire Madison area. From our sports rehab facilities in Oregon and Stoughton to our renowned ortho team with Dr. Ravel, Stoughton Health can help. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors.
Hit it.
Matt Hamilton has Googled linen lingerie.
And immediately regretted it.
Not as much as Alex regrets buying that for whatever he's going to call February 17th.
Watch
Valentine's
it. Watch
celebration.
it. Remember what time it is. Remember what time it is.
Valentine. We won't with your significant other. You don't want us to reveal that you got her linen lingerie.
That's not even true.
What does it look like? The linen lingerie.
It's not great.
Can you show me?
No.
Is it revealing? Is it? I picture like sister wife stuff where like you're only going to see an ankle there.
Yeah, a little bit. It was
Yeah.
a lot of full-length 90s.
Yes. Alex Stroh, born romantic.
Yeah.
Bob McGinn went scorched earth a little bit on Rodgers. Bob McGinn, Hall of Fame Packer writer, on his podcast. We'll get to that after we get to Throwing Stones.
The guys live in glass houses, but that's never stopped them before.
I think he's a bum. I think he's an absolute bum.
It's time to throw some stones.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
On Rutledge and Hamilton, brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Yeah, it is time to throw some stones for the final time this week on Rutledge and Hamilton. Each and every day I scour the interwebs to figure out what the heck has happened in the last 24 hours. I've got questions. Jim and Matt have answers. We'll score them throughout, and at the end, we'll crown a winner of Friday's edition of Throwing Stones.
So, Jim, I know you don't know this, but it's 2-2 right now for the week.
No, it's not. I didn't give you a winner on Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. I thought I won that one because I definitely won Thursday.
So I want to tease a little bit for what we're going to talk about later. So the Green Bay Packers, Bob McGinn, has said that the Packers have all but moved on from the longtime starter Aaron Rodgers. They're more confident than ever to start Jordan Love. So we'll hear more of that later. It's being aggregated by all the fan blogs, including your boy Aaron Nagler.
I'm not sure how my boy.
You
I'm not
love
sure
fan bloggers too, so
Tyler Dunn is with Bob McGinn on this. Tyler Dunn's one of the better Pack reporters I've seen cover the team. But let's get to throwing stones.
We done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw some stones, Alex.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods is back in action this week, and he was golfing in the same group as Justin Thomas yesterday. So funny.
I know where this is going.
After a shot by Thomas, Tiger Woods secretly, which was picked up by cameras, handed Justin Thomas a tampon. I don't know what that indicates. You can draw your own conclusions, as I have. Is this out of bounds, Matt Hamilton, for Tiger Woods to do?
Here's the thing. That's the kind of joke that you do not try and pull off on live television that's literally going to be streamed around the world. Tiger, you are the most compelling golfer on the planet. Everyone wants to know what you're doing, even though you're not the world's number one anymore. You're the guy. So to do something like that, like, again, I get that you're buddies, and probably if it's just the two of you out golfing, like that's funny. Like, I'm sure nobody's thinking that's bad, but when you do it on TV like that, it comes across as a very bad message. So yeah, that was kind of in poor taste.
I'll say this. Yeah, one, you have to know, who you're around and all that kind of stuff. I'm also just anti-props in the joke. Like, and also props gives you evidence.
Not a Carrot Top fan.
No. Carrot Top and FAU alum.
Yeah, I know.
But not a Carrot Top fan. Not a fan of props with jokes. I mean, Tiger could have easily, to your point, whispered something or said something passing to his buddy, and it wouldn't have caused his controversy. Yeah. It's not, I mean, I don't want to speak for people being offended, but like, it's just more of like, it's a really played out golf joke. It's been around since the beginning of time. So, yeah. And the props is evidence then, Tiger.
I just read the transcript of what Bob McGinn said about Aaron Rodgers, and I'm making the executive decision to make you guys listen to it now.
Okay. I've been reading it too during the segment, so.
Unbelievable if it wants to cooperate with me.
If I'm reading one of these just right, Jordan Love Rodgers 2.0. Jesus.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Of course, now that I want you to listen to it, it's not going to cooperate.
Your guy Pete Bukowski says that if Bob
why do you keep calling people my guy?
You're in that fan blogger world. I just bump you all together.
Am I?
Pete Bukowski says no one has covered the Packers better or for longer than Bob McGinn. I imagine these people all work for the same place, and that's why they're pumping this up. But I don't know enough about the blogger world to know for sure. I do think Bob McGinn, I can't speak to his connections now, is a Hall of Fame Packer writer. He's written some really good stuff on the Packers. Are we ever going to?
It's not working.
Well, bad executive decision.
Yeah, bad executive decision. We'll do it next segment. We'll move on. Justin Fields.
All right.
Has a majority of the money right now, according to a gambling aggregator, when it comes to next year's MVP pick. Weird is right, but high money return on that.
Yeah.
Matt Hamilton, I'm going to give you $100 right now. Theoretically.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
He doesn't have it.
Where are you putting your $100 for next year's NFL MVP if you had to pick right now, today, this very second?
Now, not being much of a gambler, I think the easier money would be on like your Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, maybe Jalen Hurts, maybe Patrick Mahomes. But the return on that isn't going to be nearly as good as that return on Justin Fields. End of the day, though, I would want you to win because I know if you lost that $100, you would be starving for at least a week. So I'm going to go.
Do you think dissing me is going to help your chance winning?
I've already lost. You told me I didn't win Wednesday. So yeah, Strofe would be poor. Strofe would feel sad that he lost $100 if I bet on the wrong guy. So I'd go ahead and put it on Jalen Hurts. For
so plus 4,000. So what does that mean if I bet $100 on Justin Fields?
You would win $4,000.
Just wanted to make sure. Jalen Hurts, year 2 in the NFL, 3,000 yards passing, 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 61% completion percentage. Justin Fields, 60%, 2,242, 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and ran for about 500 more yards rushing than Hurts. So the point being, it's not a bad bet for $100 to win 4,000 with Justin Fields. So if I was going to do it, I'd put it on Justin Fields. I don't think I'm winning that money, but Jalen Hurts this year was an MVP candidate until he got hurt. So that would have been a hell of a payoff. It's the equivalent
what are the
of
odds of Jalen Hurts right now?
So basically, right now, it'd be the equivalent, I would imagine, of betting Jalen Hurts to win MVP last year. It'd be
probably
Justin Fields to win the MVP this upcoming year.
I don't think it's a bad bet because the return on it is going to be way better than.
What if I go down to Illinois and, going spring break down there? Maybe I'll go place a bet down there when I'm down there.
Jalen Hurts currently plus 1,000.
So you bet 100 to win 1,000. See, the return on that is not nearly as good as that Justin Fields one.
Aaron Rodgers plus
1,500.
2,500.
And Mahomes, I'm sure, is the favorite.
Mahomes, Burrow, and Allen are all plus 650 in the favorites. Yes.
Okay. I mean,
I
that
might
all
pick-
makes sense.
Geno Smith plus 3,500.
Wow. Geno Smith has better odds, according to Vegas, at winning the Super Bowl or winning the MVP than Justin Fields.
That is correct.
Again, I'd make that Justin Fields bet just from the idea.
I would too. If you had to tell me to pick between the two, I am going Justin Fields all day.
If I'm really trying to win it, I'd probably go Burrow because Mahomes, you win it twice. I think Allen it's tough to win for an MVP. I think he throws too many picks. So I could see a guy like Burrow doing it.
I'll try to get this awful computer to work so we can talk Bob McGinn next segment and react to what he had to say. But in the meantime, Jim Rutledge is our winner. Dissing me was never going to work.
He didn't even try.
And he wins the week.
I need to go to Chicago and place that bet. Why not? $100.
Yeah.
Win 4,000. Go to Disney.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Mahomes. This is Rutledge and Hamilton. And by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Miss any of the show? Find full show podcasts free on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts.
To talk about his experience with Ridgetop Exteriors, here's Madison area customer Tom.
When our family needed a new roof, windows, and doors, we wanted to go with a company that we could trust. The team at Ridgetop Exteriors far exceeded our expectations. They communicated with us every step of the way and provided affordable financing options that fit our budget.
Ridgetop Larry here. Thanks for choosing Ridgetop Exteriors for your home's next project. Go to ridgetopexteriors.com for a free estimate.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our travel peace of mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
A wide array of opportunities abound at Waste Management.
Through the pandemic, if a teammate was sick, they would still be able to take care of their family with COVID pay. We paid a stipend to make sure that they could pay for the internet bill. We've never had an environment where we were able to work from home. They made it work. They went out and purchased brand new equipment to be able to let agents work from home so they could still generate a check.
Join the Waste Management family. Just search online, Waste Management Careers.
Hey, Madison, it's Dan Andrews from Simon Chevrolet in Mount Horeb. By now, you know that you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simon Chevrolet in Mount Horeb. But what is a better buying experience? It's a car buying experience that is custom to what you want and need. We can be your trusted expert, or we can be hands-off until you're ready to purchase. If you're in the market for a new or new-to-you Chevy truck or SUV, make the short drive to Simon Chevrolet in Mount Horeb and see the difference a better buying experience can make.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Carbon World Health.
Come on, swing.
Bob McGinn bringing some vibrations. I don't know if they're good to our airwaves. Like that. He's Hamilton. I'm Rutledge.
Hello.
This is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. Alex Stroh behind the glass on the ones and twos. Molly Brown now here.
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
America's favorite producer, Molly Brown.
I haven't produced for a long time.
Yeah, you're still America's favorite.
That's good.
Somehow that's how that works.
All right.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Well, we're going to be very fond of Molly Brown because she's going to be absent for a while now.
Yeah,
not that far from now. So, in case you're just tuning in, Molly Brown, when's the due date?
March 27th.
20th.
You did say the 20th. I have those numbers.
That's so
written
early
down.
for a first baby.
No, first babies are normally early.
No.
Yeah.
No. Do you guys want to know what I found out at the doctor though?
Uh-oh.
He's measuring big, like 2 weeks ahead big,
Okay.
like head in the 99th percentile. So I'm getting a little freaked out about that. But yeah, like he's potentially the same size as babies that are being born on the 13th. So
whoa.
I found out that they guesstimated baby Brown's weight, and it's very close to like my birth size.
How big were you? I was also a really big baby.
I was not big.
No,
I was
he
only
was
6 pounds 8 ounces.
my baby right now, 6 weeks from my due date, is almost the same size as what he was when he was born.
Whoa, he's gonna be Alex Stroh size. I was 10 pounds.
Oh God, I hope not. They predicted 8'4".
I was telling her that's how big bowling balls are for like kids to play.
Don't scare me even more than I am, please.
Good luck with all of that.
Yeah.
Let's distract ourselves with some Bob McGinn cuts.
Even if Rodgers comes back to collect that 59 million, I think he's the backup. And he can try to, he could try to ruin the whole operation. I'm sure he would, but he knows that's not going to happen, and he's going to accept a trade somewhere. He knows he can't live with that, and the Packers fans and everybody, it's Love's turn. The organization's going that way, and that's the way it is. And they're so done with, and this is everybody, I'm told. This is Murphy, this is LaFleur, this is Gutekunst, this is the whole shooting match. That they've turned the page, and they don't see Rodgers as a guy who's really working hard anymore. They see a guy who, when he reported this year, his body wasn't as so-called tight and strong as it was. They see a guy who's, blew off the off season last year, and they can all this gobbledygook about what they say in pressers, but that just infuriated them, and they're done. And it's a hard guy to be done with, but because he's going to be on McAfee and do all this stuff and undermine the organization as best he can, because he doesn't care. But they're moving on, and that's the way it is.
I'll tell you what.
How old is Bob McGinn? With this,
you hate
with
old
this
people.
Gobbledygook.
Was he in the kitchen? Did you hear those dishes?
So that's from the Go Long pod. I'll say this: if I had to bet on McGinn's source, it's Mark Murphy. Those feel like Mark Murphy sort of quotes that Mark Murphy would be.
He's a complicated fella.
Because here's some of the things that are not crazy to think about. Aaron Rodgers has blown off now what he used to show up all the time, the voluntary stuff. Aaron Rodgers does seem to spend a lot of time, for lack of a better word, gallivanting in the offseason.
Yeah.
And so again, I don't know how tight Aaron Rodgers' body was when he arrived. But
as they say,
none of that is really like surprising. And again, he starts with the love thing.
The hot take
But
Rodgers, if he comes back as a Green Bay Packer, is going to be the backup.
But he said, wait,
Even if Rodgers comes back
stop though,
to
because
collect
here's what he
that
said.
59 million, I think he's the backup.
But then he says, okay, so Mr. Make sure we defend Aaron Rodgers. He follows up, says, and Aaron knows that's not going to happen. So that's why Aaron knows he's going to leave.
Right.
Like that. So
Right.
he's
No,
saying
I
that like the Packers don't want to go with Aaron Rodgers. So let's not clip
But
it
also
there.
said that the Packers were infuriated with him.
Again,
That's a strong word.
Mark Murphy, I could see, and the board of directors, which would be a McGinn older, if I had to guess on his connections, McGinn and people within the board of directors were probably infuriated with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, look how much it messes up everything else, right? Like the whole Aaron Jones thing today. What does that mean in regards to Aaron Rodgers? Like everything for this team is up in the air because of Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, they're going to be infuriated. I can totally see that happening.
Yeah,
as
nothing
an
seems
owner,
crazy.
I'm not that infuriated right now as a part owner in the Packers.
Oh, get out of here. All right, let's hear the next clip here. I'm going to throw something at you.
And my own instincts and knowing the NFL and knowing what happens after all these defeats and discussions with someone who had just firsthand knowledge of this organization's of the Packers internal debates, that they are done with Rodgers. That's the way it is right now. that he's not coming back. I mean, they're disgusted with him and they're done with him and they're moving on. And, this is going to involve money and a trade partner and all kinds of things. But I'm totally convinced he will not be the starting quarterback this year. On the other hand, they love Jordan Love. They think he is the second coming now. They have seen enough in practice for 3 years that they believe he is like Rodgers 2.0. That's where this organization is coming from right now. They have turned the page, just like they did to Favre in June and July, those months there, the summer of 2008.
I believe Bob again is 70. So again, not
old.
You hate old people. You have no respect for old people.
No, I certainly do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You were just miming. We all saw that, Jim and Matt. You were the cane, like a
Jim,
walker over there.
Or Matt, what did you say in my ear during that last quote?
That dude has his food chewed for him.
It's 70. How old is your dad?
Not 70.
He's not that far away.
Yeah, he's probably in his 60s.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My dad is probably in his 60s.
Yeah, he's definitely not in his 50s anymore. He's
My
in his
dad's
60s.
71.
You don't know how old your dad is?
If I did the math on it right now, 66.
Yeah, your dad is closer to
He's
70 than
closer
he
to 70 than
is
he's
60.
60.
Yeah, I said he was in his 60s.
You're going to have to chew his food for him in 4 years.
Maybe. I hope not.
You know, your dad's going to come back and give you one of those flicks. Tell you how young he is.
A thumping.
A thumping. Just to let you know to stop being such an ageist, because your dad's itching close to the age of all the people you're making fun of there. Gonna knock you on your ass and be like, this is what 66 looks like,
He's
Matt.
still good, I guarantee it.
Exactly. All right, so that's Bob McGinn. And again,
Bob McGinn.
Why do you hate old people? All right, we can't have the conversation because Matt Hamilton.
Wait, what is Jordan Love the second coming of?
Aaron
The second-
Rodgers.
Okay, I didn't know
You
where.
should be excited about that, Packer fans. I should be the one making fun of
How
Bob
are-
McGinn because his information is that Jordan Love's ready to play, which I don't believe.
I mean,
He played 10 snaps, and we're saying he's the second coming of Aaron Rodgers?
Well,
that's
again,
what
off of,
Bob McGinn is saying.
off of practice, and again, if you the whole context to it is they see him in practice and all that. I don't believe that. But again, the other part can hold water. Clearly, the Packers now believe that they have something in Jordan Love. That's not crazy. Now, the second coming, but that's why they're more willing to entertain moving Aaron Rodgers.
The second coming of Aaron Rodgers.
Bob probably saw the real second coming.
All right.
Oh, man. What?
Well, if you guys can't, because you don't like what he's saying, because Alex
I
Strofe,
hate what he's saying. I'm
Alex
gonna be honest.
Strofe is mad at Bob McGinn because he was mean to him one time. So Alex has got his feelings hurt, and he can't acknowledge
Can
it.
you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so this was back in 2015. I was 16 years old.
And
I
he was
was
62.
I was,
Go on.
Good quick math you had there. Holy cow.
that was good. I was sitting next to him at an event in press row, and he told me I couldn't be there because I looked like I was young. And I showed him my credentials.
Ageist.
Yeah, he was-
Another ageist.
He was ageist towards me.
Wow. You should have been like, what? How are you going to have to speak a little louder?
How did you respond?
I forgot. I don't know.
You
I ended
probably got
staying
up and
there.
left.
No, I stayed there.
Oh.
And then later he asked me who made a bucket, and I purposely told him the wrong person. And I never looked at his story to see if he got it wrong or not. But that was
And
it.
here you are calling me an ageist and Bob McGinn, ageist himself.
Okay. So are we not going to talk about it, or are we just going to be an ageist and a baby?
I mean, we can talk about it. What do you think? Do you like? Here's the thing: is I don't think he's totally wrong that the Packers could have turned a page on Aaron Rodgers, but the way he's pumping Jordan Love up, like Jordan Love is the guy we drafted, and he is probably going to be a serviceable quarterback.
Well, this is why I think.
But that second coming of Aaron Rodgers 2.0, like get out of here with
So
that.
again, it goes to exactly what we talked about before, though. This, to me, him saying that adds weight that this is coming from someone with the Packers, because the Packers are giving him this info to also tell him, please make sure that you share that we are extremely confident in Jordan Love.
Right.
That's, to me, what I read it as is that someone within the Packers, maybe it's Murphy, maybe someone on the board of directors,
Maybe it's the equipment manager.
Again, McGinn's going to have, he's not an idiot. He is a Hall of Fame writer, so like he's not going to make stuff up. I would imagine it's someone old, to your point. Murphy would be the perfect guy.
So having coffee at 5:30, coffee that's way too hot.
There you go. So Murphy gives him information, and he also is going to say, pump my guy.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Like, to me, that
everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
If you're going to go above and beyond, if you're going to believe it, the fact that they go over the top on Jordan Love tells me that this is someone from the Packers giving McGinn information that they want to get out there. Yeah, so he's definitely being a mouthpiece for the Packers. But that matters. That's the part that matters to me.
No, and I agree.
Bob McGinn's age, not the reports or any of it. It's the fact that the Packers reached out to a well-known, trusted Packer reporter to let him know and be the mouthpiece.
He's been covering the team since Bart.
To let them know. Right. Right. To let them know that the Packers are ready to move on from Aaron Rodgers.
But you, of all people, have to admit that this is kind of ridiculous if this is the Packers' strategy, whatever it is, to hype up Jordan Love and say that he's the second coming. Like, I think it's great to hype up the guy that's potentially going to lead your franchise, right? Like, make him feel like he is just as important as Aaron Rodgers has been in this franchise. But it just sounds ridiculous. We've said it how many times this season. He only played 10 snaps or whatever it was against the Eagles.
Here's what I tell you. If Aaron I will bet you $100 easily. If Aaron Rodgers is gone, we are going to hear Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers 2.0 a lot.
Yeah, and he doesn't put so much unfair pressure on Jordan Love.
But that's what's going to happen.
That's what bothers me mostly.
The Packers are going to start pushing that storyline hard.
Well, that's why they always say you don't want to be the guy after the guy, right? And Aaron Rodgers is the one anomaly where he was the guy after the guy and he outshined the guy.
There was Steve Young after Montana who wasn't outshined him, but he was the guy after the guy.
No, that's fair. But there's very few rule. Or
the fact that we can name it when it happens,
right?
Right,
exactly. Right. I mean, who was after Peyton Manning in Indy? Curtis Painter, right?
Andrew Luck, I guess, but
not for a couple of years, right? Curtis Painter and Dan Orlovsky were after Peyton Manning, and we know how they're doing now. So I think it is incredibly statistically unlikely that Jordan Love is even a Pro Bowler, let alone a 4-time regular season MVP.
I mean, even if he's a decent game manager, I think that's a good thing to have if you're the Packers at this point. But
I'd be stoked with Alex Smith level. You know what I mean? That guy who's just solid, but not he's not going to win you any games, but he's probably not going to lose you any games, like Garoppolo.
Yeah, that'd be a great.
Right now, that's the ceiling I've got for Jordan Love. He can certainly bust through that, but that's kind of just the vibe I get, especially after I watched him.
But I guarantee you, because we saw this. Remember the stories that you bought into last year? I can't remember the guy's name. Who's the receiver from Clemson? Amari Rodgers.
Oh yeah.
All the stories.
This was going to be his year.
Yeah.
How many touchdowns was he going to have this year?
4.
But every story.
I think he had more fumbles than that.
Amari Rodgers is now caring about football. Amari Rodgers had an offseason to develop his body. Amari Rodgers is running the great routes. Amari Rodgers is ready to go. All the training camps, all the training camp stories, all crap. There'll be all these stories about Jordan Love. The Packers will be pushing hard the narrative, leaking to whoever will take it from them for future. We asked earlier, do you get paid money? No. What you're going to do is get fed this crap from the Packers and have to vomit it out. So later on, they give you good info as well.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be coming. If Aaron Rodgers is gone, I guarantee we will see multiple stories. Jordan Love has potential to be Aaron Rodgers 2.0. We'll get to Molly's take on Molly's game coming up next. Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. The mountains are blue, and we can prove it. Follow the show on Twitter at Jim and Matt. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
This Badger Minute powered by Everlight Solar. Simplify your life, save money, and clean up the environment. Learn more at everlightsolar.com. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. The XFL makes its return this week under new ownership led by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and 2 former Badgers are set to take the field. Former offensive lineman Josh Seltzner from Columbus signed with the Seattle Dragons for this upcoming XFL season. And former Badgers quarterback Jack Cohn, who played his final collegiate season at Notre Dame, will be the starting cornerback for the San Antonio Brahmas. Watch Cohn beginning at 2 o'clock on ABC on Sunday, and follow that up by watching Seltzner and the Dragons at 7 o'clock on ESPN.
Lock in your prices at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin by February 28th and get 0% interest for up to 48 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Jim Rutledge here to tell you about X Golf Madison, and the most important thing that you need to know is that X Golf Madison is for everyone. Heck, I golf there. Whether you're a seasoned pro, a new golfer, or in between like me, X Golf Madison is going to be fun for you. They have a full bar, excellent service, great food, and the most advanced and accurate golf simulators in the world. You can play one of their 50 courses available, take lessons from a PGA pro, hit the driving range, or even join a league. Stop by their East Madison or Middleton location today, or visit them online at xgolfwisconsin.com.
Still overpaying for a razor? In this economy? Gross. At Dollar Shave Club, you can get a top shelf shave at a regular shelf price. We've been hawking shaving products for years online, and we're excited to bring you the same great quality and low prices at a store near you. From high-quality stainless steel blades to super smooth shave creams, Dollar Shave Club's in the business of making your shave easier. Find Dollar Shave Club in the men's razor aisle. Getting your Dollar Shave Club razor wherever you want. Isn't that great?
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Help us close the book on 2022. We have some 2022 Audis still in stock and ready for delivery. You can also take advantage of 4.99% APR financing for up to 60 months on most 2022 models. Available on select models. See dealer for details and exclusions. $1,887 a month per $1,000 finance. No down payment required. Qualified buyers through Audi Financial Services. Offer ends February 28th. See your Audi brand specialist to set up your test drive today. If you're wanting to leave 2022 in the dust, check out our website to view the variety of 23 models arriving daily. The search for your Audi begins and ends at Zimrick Audi of Madison, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
This is Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy for St. Kate the Arts Hotel. During your next visit to Milwaukee, St. Kate is the ideal destination for any stay. Recognized as one of Milwaukee's most esteemed hotels, St. Kate offers a modern luxury experience with an artful twist. With a prime location downtown in Milwaukee's Theater District, St. Kate serves as a creative hub for the city, where every aspect of the hotel is inspired by music, painting, sculpture, and design. It's a place to discover, remember, and connect. Learn more and book your next stay by visiting stkatearts.com.
You're listening to Rutledge and Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Medicine.
Think about it. There must be a higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is a wasted time. Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere.
Rutledge and Hamilton continues from the Spark Building.
Feeling good on a Friday.
We are feeling good on a Friday. He's Hamilton. I'm Rutledge. The very pregnant Molly Brown.
Thanks. It's my best personality trait.
Butternut squash, right?
Yep.
I only say that because you are currently carrying a 6-pound baby and it's not fully cooked yet. So that is very pregnant.
Gaining half a pound a week.
The baby?
He is. Yeah. Well, I'm probably gaining more, to be honest.
Alex Stroh behind the glass. Let's get to everyone's favorite game. Molly's game.
He forgot. Second
Hi.
favorite producer.
I forgot.
I'm looking for Molly. I've been searching everywhere and I can't seem to find Molly.
This is Molly's Game with America's favorite producer, Molly Brown, on Rutledge and Hamilton.
You love attention. You're just dancing, staring at yourself in the camera. Like, it's very weird.
I'm trying to see if I look any good, and I realized it did not.
All right, guys. So we're going to go through last week real quick, and then we're going to get to All-Star Edition for this week. But last week I had Chris Orr pick for Matt. Lucky you. Jim picked for himself, and then the other Alex picked for this Alex. So first up, it was, will Jalen Hurts have more rushing or passing? You guys all said passing, which he did. 304 yards passing and only 70 rushing. Next one was over under 1.5 total interceptions. There were no interceptions in that game, which is wild. Strofe was the only one who got that one right. Then I asked, what will the first score of the game be and by who? Matt, lucky you. You got Eagles rushing with Sanders, which I think was he the one that actually got the first?
No,
and then
Jalen
it got called.
Hurts was.
No, but it got called back.
Oh.
And then Jalen Hurts
Correct,
got it.
yes.
So I gave Matt the point. Then over under.
Well, you still got half of it right. I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah.
You were the closest. Jim said MVS is what he wanted, and then Strofe, G said Kelsey.
Yeah, don't put that on me. I actually bet, which is heartbreaking. Luckily, I was in an airplane. When I was in Colorado, I made a bet that Miles Sanders would be the first touchdown scorer.
Interesting.
Who's the wide receiver? Is it Watson that's on the
There's a
Chiefs?
Watson on the
There's a
Chiefs,
Watson,
yeah.
yes.
My buddy put a crazy bet for Watson to be the first pick.
Yeah.
Then the next one was over under 5 total sacks. Jim was the only one who said under. There were only 2 sacks in the entire game, both by the Chiefs. Then who won the coin toss? The Chiefs did, and Alex and Jim both picked that one. So Alex and Jim tied. So now we're going to have a tiebreaker this week. So let's go through All-Star Weekend for this week. Who is winning the dunk contest? I will give you the names of those
Thank
people
you.
because I don't even recognize these names, people. Kenyon Martin Jr., Mac McClung, Jericho Sims, Trey Murphy III, and the odds are in that order. So, who you guys think? If you can even remember one of those names.
Georgetown's finest. I'll take Mac McClung.
You said that Martin is the favorite?
Yes.
I'll go with him. I was a big fan of his dad, Kenyon Martin.
I'll go whoever the second name you listed was.
McClung. So you want the same as
third.
Strofe.
No, I'll go third then.
Jericho Sims.
Yes.
All righty. Then the next one, who's winning the 3-point contest? Anthony Simmons, Damian Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Jason Tatum, Kevin Porter. God, guys, I am bad at this. Laurie Markkinen, Tyler Hero. Odds are in that order too.
I'll go Lillard.
I'll go Markkinen.
Give me Buddy Hield.
You won it last year. Yep.
All right. Then the next
Or
one,
2020,
guys.
sorry.
Who is winning the All-Star Game MVP? Strofe, you first.
LeBron James.
Jim?
Where's the game? Anyone know?
Salt Lake
City, Utah.
Oh, man.
The Jazz don't have any
SL
All-Stars.
Utah.
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh.
I'll go Giannis.
Huh.
If he plays.
If he plays.
You
That's
sure you don't
one of
want to
my
pick someone
questions.
else?
Sure, I'll pick someone else. Who's going to be the captain of the other team? LeBron. And, who? And Giannis are the two
Yeah.
teams? Oh, man.
Tatum? Take Tatum.
Okay, Tatum.
Okay, last one here, guys. The tiebreaker. Will Giannis be participating in the All-Star Game?
Not
That
a
is my
shot.
question
Not
for
a
you.
chance.
I say no as well.
I'll say yes.
He's doing like a skills challenge with his brothers.
No, there's no way. If he's got any sort of wrist problem and the Bucks sit him for anything else in the regular season, you can't get him out there to do anything. You
I
gotta
don't think
rest
so
that.
either.
I
But
think he's playing.
he's the captain.
Yeah, it's just no one's going to follow him in the All-Star game.
He's not going to play. All right, this has been Rutledge and Hamilton. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.